What up, YouTube? It's your boy Mitch Smooth back at y'all again with another video. You're tuning in to Black TV. We got some news, you know what I'm saying? Black news. Very sad news, by the way. Bryce Gowdy took his own life. I think it was January the 1st or today. Walked in front of a train. You know, he was dealing with depression. His mother, didn't really have work. You know, they were sleeping in the car until they was able to get a hotel room. Her job wasn't paying her right, wasn't paying her on time. So and now then, she got to stressing and didn't know what she was gonna do with her son and other two siblings. Depression is a big thing, man, and depression is also a big thing in the black community, but with the black community, we don't really take it serious. We try to hide all that type of stuff, and it's not good. It's a big thing, like, for real. But I'm reading this story. Imagine symbols and questions about life hunting soon to be Georgia Tech football player Bryce Gowdy in the days before he went on a Florida train to end his life. His mother said the 17-year-old from Deerfield Beach, Florida, died after being hit by a freight train Monday. His death was ruled a suicide by the medical examiner Tuesday. That was on a CNN report. Gowdy was a promising athlete who had been awarded a full scholarship to play football for Georgia Tech. His future was brimming with opportunity that could have helped him and his family escape bouts of homelessness and financial destitution. But his death has left those who knew him with sorrow and unanswered questions. The team, who was one of the top-ranked high school wide receivers in the country, was only a week away from starting classes at Georgia Tech and joining his football team, according to a statement released by the school. The 6'3", 230-pound Bryce signed his letter of intent to be a Yellow Jacket in mid-December and finished his high school course and semester early, the school said. Man, this is terrible, man. Like, I feel bad for the family, man. Like, man, this is real, people. Like, this is really real. Like, I'm telling you, man, in the black community, depression and all that type of stuff, man, like, especially women, like, like, it makes them feel weak if they got to go get help, to deal with this depression and all that stuff. So, yeah, man, condolences go out to the family, man, most definitely. He was happy for his future, but couldn't shake the difficulty of his family's circumstances. His mother, Wanelli, I think that's how you spell it, Wanell, said in Facebook live video published Tuesday. Wanell declined to be interviewed by the Washington Post. Her job wasn't paying her on time or in full, like I was saying a little bit ago in the video. And she became worried about how she would care for her three children. Bryce, musing was adding to her unease and causing her to have stress-induced chest pains. He kept talking about the signs and symbols he was seeing all over the place and that he could see the world for what it really was. She said into the camera, he kept saying he could see people for who they really are. The hours in the car has been filled with questions about spirituality and about whether his younger brother would be fine. Bryce had also grown increasingly paranoid, she said. Bryce's father, Frankie Gowdy, didn't respond to requests from comment. Wanell told her son she wasn't strong enough to help him. Man, she have to dig in and fight these demons that you're fighting. She said she told him as they waited for one of his brothers to leave his job before heading to the hotel room for the night. She added that she had my own demons that I was trying to fight. When the family arrived at the hotel, Wanell's boys went upstairs, leaving the mom alone in her car with time to decompress. Bryce later came down to the car to sit with his mom. He tried to hold her hand, but she wouldn't let him because he had her upset. His energy was so intense, she said, I could feel the pain in his soul, and it was breaking my heart. The pair made their way to the room, and Wanell went into the bathroom to calm herself more. She said Bryce would pop in to ask her if she was going to be fine. She emerged from the bathroom after half an hour to a cold room, so she asked her oldest son to grab her favorite blanket from their car. Bryce obeyed his mother, leaving his phone, shoes, and wallet in the room, she said. 20 minutes passed, he didn't show. Wanell went to the car and noticed her blanket was gone. Panic set in alongside. I sat there like 20 minutes just thinking. She said, like, come on. I know you're going to come back. I know you're going to come back. She sent one of her youngest sons out to search for him, but she said she knew something was wrong when he returned without Bryce. When he returned without Bryce. Wanell cried herself to sleep only to be awakened with confirmation of her fears with a phone call from her brother. The hospital told Wanell nothing when she called. She said as she waited, a knowing washed over her before a nurse affirmed her son's death with a white slip for detective contact information in her hand. She said, my baby walked in front of a train and he killed himself. She shouted into the camera. The family is still mourning Bryce's death, said his grandfather, Frankie Gowdy, in a telephone interview Wednesday. The elder Gowdy said he was at home asleep when he received the news of his grandson's death. What came after or before news is still unclear in his grief, he said. The grandfather of 16 said his grandson was ready to attend college but felt pressure as the oldest to care for his family, he said. Gowdy contends that his grandson always had a place to rest his head and was never abandoned by his large family. Whatever his mom has said on social media is likely coming from a place of hurt, he said. Deerfield Beach High School is holding a candlelight in Bryce's honor at its football stadium on Thursday evening. If you guys would like to attend that, if you're close by or whatever. Yeah, man, this is crazy, man. Like, man, condolences to the family, man. I don't know, man, it's crazy, man. Like, I don't know, man. I got to really think about this story, like, it's like, man, like, I mean, this woman was like, they was dealing with homelessness, like, and like his grandfather said, they had a big family. So like, what was the problem? Like, why was they homeless? Like, I don't understand people, man. Like, and now, I bet they like sad and everything, like, I mean, I know they probably sad, they should be sad, like, but something don't sit right with me with this, like, especially after hearing what the grandfather said, and like trying to put it together, like, a lot of black families are dysfunctional, man. Like, they'll get into it, and be like, I don't have nothing to do with this one, and and they won't help you, like they see you in a bad situation, they still won't help you. So I wonder if that's something, like something they're not saying, I don't know. I'm gonna just look into it some more, and because this is really not sitting well with me, man. Like, why they didn't help this woman, or maybe she felt she was just, didn't need. Some people are like that, they don't feel that they need help from someone else, because they feel like this person is gonna be like, oh, you owe me, So I don't know, man. But condolences to his family, man. Rest in peace to Gowdy. Had talent, looked like he was a promising, a bright future, And man, like I say though, man, depression is real, and it's real heavy in the black community. So like when you know someone is dealing with depression, help them, like, or try to get them some help. No matter how bad they don't want the help, make them get the help. Save a life. All right, man. It's your boy Mitch Smooth, and you're watching Black TV. And if you like the video, you like the channel, make sure you subscribe so you can see more videos in the future. You hit that blue bell so you don't miss anything from uploads to live videos right here on Black TV. Till next time, keep it real with yourself and with others. Salute.